Hello everybody, welcome to Board or Bin with Sam and I recording in Small Pond Studios where we're bringing you some awesome guitar tones. And this week we're asking a very difficult question. The question is, phaser or flanger? Thing is, we can't really justify having both on the board, at least not unless we get some sophisticated kind of switching thing going on, because if we join pedals together, really you can put 5 or 6 together before you start to lose your basic sound, So I've always had a flanger on the board, and I use it maybe 3 or 4 times in the set, and I set it so it's kind of a big thing, a big event. It's not subtle.
So I guess it's a taste thing in that modulation bracket of effects. Like, for example, I use a chorus in place of a flanger. Even though I love the flanger sound, I feel that's more me.
Yeah. Well, I love the sound of phasing on the record. I mean, I like that pick-uppy Peter Greeny sort of phase and the Brian May kind of slightly out sort of thing. Yeah. I don't really understand phase because I know it's a problem in the studio. You can hear it sometimes and it's not a nice kind of phase. It's one where your guitar goes a little bit kind of ghostly and distant. You don't want that phase, and yet the pick-uppy phase and the Brian May thing is super cool.
Eddie used a phaser for a bit. Paul Gilbert, big user of a phaser.
Yes, that's right. Let's see what we can do.
Cool.
So we'll start with a Cornell Plexi, we'll wind it right up, we'll run it at 50 watts, we'll give it a little bit of giddy up with a Super Duper from ZFX, that's what's going to give us a little bit of drive, and then we'll stick in some of phase and see what happens. Some of the most iconic guitar sounds that have ever been produced come from these little square boxes. The flanger we're going to use has been on my pedal board for 30 years, and it has never failed. So this is the Boss PH-3 phase shifter, and Sam's going to give it a whiz. Here you go, Sam. Do you want it clean or dirty?
Let's start with a bit of clean. I'll play this riff and then you stamp on it halfway through. Right.
Nice. It kind of reminds me of Def Leppard.
Yeah.
Because there's
a reason for that.
What is it? Is it?
Because it's almost a Def Leppard riff. Copyright free.
Should we put a bit of giddy up on it?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so we're going to give it a bit of the Super Duper from ZFX. That's a pretty cool phase sound. Did you ever learn Bark at the Moon?
No, that's really embarrassing.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't play it, it's just too...
Jakey Lee is seriously underrated.
Why do, when people list Aussie's guitar players, often he gets missed out? It's really weird because that Bark at the Moon is an unbelievable piece of work. Shall we now go to Mr. Flange?
Yep.
So that's Bruce's flanger. Don't know why I'm talking to myself in the third person. That's my flanger, which was made some period in the Middle Ages. Been on my pedal board for 30 years. But it's just a great sounding flanger, and it also, it depends what amp you're putting into. It seems to grab hold of that plexi thing and scoop it round, and it also sounds wicked through a PA. You know when you stomp on it, you know about it.
Yeah, and it sounds like there's aliens in the other.
Yeah, it does. It does. It can keep going. What would happen if we put both on? I can't like it.
Yeah, I'm doing faces though.
Interestingly, I put that phase in the wrong place, really.
Oh, man!
Let's talk about actually finding the sounds. As you know, on board a bin, we never read the manual. That's a policy. It's a firm rule that we have. I believe with guitar sound, it's best just to use your ears, really.
Yeah.
And in terms of like, in that phaser, the PH-3, the phase shifter, it's got various different settings. My feeling is it just depends on the song and the context and what the drums are doing, what the bass is doing, what the vocals are doing. And basically you fiddle about listening. And if it sounds good, then it is good. But it's kind of about context, I think.
I think the way we're demonstrating these sounds is quite extreme, right. And maybe in context of playing in a band, you might not have it as extreme. You might tame it just a little bit, maybe.
Possibly. What I always do is the opposite of that, really. I like to have a very good basic sound. I mean, it's not that you're wrong or anything, but
I'm wrong.
But I like to have a really good quality sound, and then if I hit in a flanger or something, I want people to totally know about it.
Oh no, what I'm saying though is like the extreme sort of, extreme sounds. So I'm not really making the point here.
No, you're not, no. So we're now going to vote using the paddles of despair. Flanger phase. Let's start with phaser. Is it on the board or is it in the bin? 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're in agreement. That's good. Yeah, so the flanger must therefore be on the board. Let us put the flanger on the board. Hey! Pass it away. It's ringing away. Hello? It's Christine Aguilera. Yeah, she's a bit peeved that we haven't reviewed the MXR Scripts original phase pedal.
She's such a pedal snob.
Well, that's the classic, I'm sorry, Christine. Yeah. Sorry about that. Point noted. Yeah.
Angry.
Here you go, Sam. Could you do the honours, please? In the bin. Actually, Sam's been a bit hasty there because with our good friends at Boss and Roland, we are going to give away a phase shifter PH-3, and all you've got to do is play a great blues lick. It's got to be 10-second long, maybe a question answer. Something like that. Maybe not that.
We're going to go. So if you want to win this, the best way is to upload your video to Instagram and tag WaterBear at WeAreWaterBear and use the hashtag WaterBear Boss Blues Lick Challenge.
So, good luck in that competition to win a Boss PH-3 phaser. And if guitar playing is a serious part of your life, then don't forget you can do this stuff full time with us. You can study a BA Honours degree on site in the heart of Brighton or online. Here's the details. Drop us a line if you want to find out more.